Many of me cojan and chain. Me starting ministration, you know. And so on, me cojan and chain first.
Now, I went to stand beside this lady at the commencement of the prophetic ministration. I think she was the first person I went to stand beside.
The entire me cojan and chain is me who saw my presence.
Now, the reason I went to stand beside her was that I saw the presence of the Lord standing beside her.
But me cojan and chain,
but when I stood beside her, I didn't see anything. So I was baffled.
And I'm free.
So I proceeded and I moved on. Now, just some moments ago, I saw that the presence of the Lord was standing beside her again. And so I went there to stand beside her.
And
then I asked her, Madam, you look familiar. I said to her, Madam, you look familiar.
And also,
and she mentioned and said that she came here for one of I think Papa's birthday celebration some time ago.
So
it was at that point that God opened my eyes.
And I'm who casket.
And then I saw a casket, a coffin. And I saw that they had put this lady into the coffin. And they did it in haste. It was fast and swift. So if you are not careful, you wouldn't see what they did. And so the Lord spoke to me
this week
that in this week
they will
terminate the life of this lady this week.
This week.
This week.
This week.
This week. Now, there are two spirits that have teamed up. One from your father's family and the other one from your mother's family.
Openi, my main can't be true. Maybe I won't tell that.
Let me say something to you. Chances may be that you do not know, or you have neither heard about what I'm about to say to you. But whatever I'm going to say to you is absolute. It is true. There is a stool, a royal stool in your family. Now,
baby.
Now that chieftaincy or that stool moved from some place into your family. So it was somewhere else before it came to your family. It was from Asante Bekwai. And then it went to Ejoso. And then moved from Ejoso to Bompata.
And establish Kwewu Mprayeso.
And then it moved on to establish at Kwewu Mprayeso.
Baby, I want so free Pia.
Now, regardless of whatever you knew before today, what you knew before today about where you come from, what I have told you is the true one about your heritage, where you come from. So, that same stool is at Asante Mambo. There is one at Ofinso.
I spread it.
It has spread out.
Nasa Konyano a demande unipa wu.
Now the stool, that stool, royal stool, is demanding human life.
Mami wonso so.
Madam, for you too,
Bosom wo wabusua mu.
there is an idol in your family.
Bosom no so e demande o firstborn, the blood.
And that idol, the spirit of that idol in your family is demanding the blood of your firstborn.
And we team up.
And so these two spirits have teamed up.
And we attack.
And they are launching an attack against this lady.
This week.
So this week.
Me kau bibi. Minim sa obe kaya.
Let me remind you of something. And let's see if you can recollect it. If you're unable to recollect it, do not worry about it.
Friday be and a home started tete.
On a certain on a certain day, which was a Friday, you started to have symptoms or signs of labor.
It is Saturday and
and so when it was Saturday,
and I'm a chase abofresu.
Then I heard the cry of a baby. And the baby was on your laps.
Na ensumaya ewo family mono.
The idol in your family,
omo celebrating on Saturdays.
They often celebrate that idol, or they often attend to it on
Fridays
or Fridays.
Into our visited family no Saturdays.
And so the spirit usually visits the members of the family on Saturdays.
For the past 3 months, no visited family no.
Now, 3 months prior, it had not visited the family.
Or visited family na and baby soon.
And so on the day it visited the family, it heard the cry of a baby, and that baby was on your laps. So this spirit came to take a look at the child. And then it marked the child.
So when Juma now the moja aye no affordable
now the spirit marked this child for one of two reasons. One of two reasons. Either that it would get this lady for it to become a steward of his shrine, or in the alternative, it will take this lady's blood at a certain time as a sacrifice to itself. And so two spirits have convened in the skies.
One represents Sempe.
One represents Sempe. And that one is an idol, the spirit of an idol. And the second one represents the spirit of chieftaincy or stool, a royal stool. And that spirit is from this lady's paternal family. So these two spirits, the one which is the spirit of an idol and the one representing the royal stool, have convened. And so I saw a calabash. And I saw a machete or a sword on the calabash. They were going to tear her heart apart. And also cut her through the throat and take her head off her body. And they would share the blood equally. A portion will go to a paternal side, which is the royal stool side, and a portion will go to a maternal side, which is the idol side. Now, because of that, they had held this lady bound in the skies. And I saw that she was screaming out loudly. And they had tied her with a rope. They have tied her feet, her hands, her neck, her waist.
And sunsum tuntum bi.
And I saw a black spirit.
Oh, this electric pole.
A black spirit that was upright, like an electric pole, and that spirit was holding fast onto this lady's life.
Now be anti-mincham.
And nobody could walk by or across where they had.
Because
that dark spirit that was standing upright, I saw lightning, currents of lightning moving through his body. And even evil spirits that were walking around, they were walking a distance away. Because if you came close, you would either be electrified or electrocuted. So two spirits had teamed up and they were doing that evil. And they were tormenting the lady. They were torturing her. I saw a spirit that stood at Sempe.
And
another spirit at Empraeso. Who would venture going close? But they were torturing her. Morning, afternoon, evening, and night. They were tormenting her. They were torturing her. They have taken her sleep from her. And she is living in fear. And she could smell the odor of death, the spirit of death. And she has been seeing death, images of death. Now spirits of death are walking around her. In fact, they are moving to and fro around her.
This week
you would have lost your life.
Now,
but let me tell you why they have set their eyes on you in your father's family. Why they set their eyes against you. A certain woman who once lived, her name was Drabing Sewa. Now, she had deposited her spirit and had declared that one of her grandchildren should inherit that spirit. And so they gave the spirit to a certain lady called Sewa. Now she also had the mandate of giving that spirit or transferring that spirit to one of her grandchildren too. Wow. Now that spirit came to stand beside you. That spirit came to stand beside you, but you did not grant the spirit access into your life. So the spirit got angry at you and moved from you and went to someone else and knocked on the door of that person, and the person opened the door and the spirit entered into the person's life. And that is why they resent you so much. So to make it clearer, there was witchcraft spirit from your grandmother, which ought to have been given to you, and because you did not avail yourself to take the spirit, they are so angry. You did not take the spirit of your father's mother. Now, in fact, if we trace if we trace that spirit, it first moved from somebody called Jabin Sewa, then it went to another woman called Sewa, then to another called Sewa, and another person who is also called Sewa.
Papa, mami can't say more.
Say, listen to this. I don't know whether you know what I'm saying. I don't know whether you know that you are native of Kowu. But you are not from Kowu. Your roots and the lineage of your family, the roots of your family can be traced to your roots can be traced to the Ashanti people. In fact, there is an aspect of your roots that can be traced to Denchira.
Now, omo be establish Ashanti mem and omo move about Kowu.
But they moved to establish.
I'm telling you, maybe I wanted I make a fact at all. A deep cabin sewano, a free Ashanti for bunum.
They came to establish amongst the Ashanti people, and then they moved further and resettled in the Kowu area. So the name Jabin Sewa is a name that can be traced to the Ashanti. So the spirit that had held your daughter in the skies, they have set a time, and they said this week. They said this week we will take the life of Amasewa and offer it as a sacrifice unto ourselves. But if you want to mention the name as it is or ought to be, then the name is actually Ama Jabin Sewa.
Mommy,
do you know Simpi? She said yes, that's where she comes from.
Onya Santini.
Macho Debbie.
Oyan Crani. Sa Papa also young Crani.
Are you also gone?
We are there,
Asante.
We are Santini. Maybe them so young Santini. We are Santini. I have an free.
Where do you come from?
Papa no free Jabin.
And
my mum no free Jabin, but I always establish or Kowu area. I have home Romra.
He said,
or send my move for him.
Jabin. And Papa you have free Jabin.
Oh, Papa so free Jabin. And on by establishing.
Oh, Kowu. When I Papa did him or
Kowu area. Oh, Papa did him or Kowu. Kowu Hefa.
I will go Praso.
Oh, hey,
go Praso side the hole.
Kowu price.
Go Praso. Side. When I sat the force or
and 2 years Santini. 2 names so are Santini. Oh, Jesus.
Now he's confirming that he knows that his mother and father are both from Jabin, but the family also is at Kowu, in the Kowu Praso area.
And his father, apart from Jabin, unte bekwai se unkrophobia ho.
Dabi.
Unte da.
Dabi.
Not just a ne densa unte da.
Dabi.
Not just a ne first time I want to say. But some Jesus. Akonyani frehe. Bekwai. And a bar just and a call Bompata and son called prior so. Oh, cool. Trapping Sewa. O say,
Sana you go Kroma, by a Corano, you go Kroma, don't finish Jabin Sewa.
You're from Banny Jabin Sewa.
Now she said, anytime they visited their hometown, that is what they used to call
Jabin
their daughter, Jabin Sewa.
Not just how Banu Eddie and another body Jabin Sewa. What? I'm an Asukahon. I'm a Jabin Sewa. Oh, so they
are confirming that the name of their daughter,
not just say Jabin,
is precisely Ama Drabing Sewa.
Not just say Drabing Omuru to be a Sufri.
Now, what it means simply is that your roots also
A dino chre
comes from Drabing. The name tells.
I have Busa or family background.
But make further inquiries about your family's background. Bekwai is one of them. So your daughter is called Amma.
Amma Sewa. Amma Drabing Sewa. Sana Ode.
Is that your name?
Amma Drabing Sewa.
Your name is Amma Drabing Sewa.
Sana Banade.
She said
Amma
yes.
Drabing Sewa.
That is the name of your daughter.
Sana Oma de Freno. But we send you
put your hands together.
Amma Drabing Sewa. What? Ahofe.
Madam, what do you know about the prophetic word you have heard? What's going on in your life?
I said about a month in Mr. Daya from 12 to 2. I my dreams crowd. Mr. I will struggle to remember because Mr. Daya a bobano. It's Mr. Daya met chairman made them but suddenly it's disappeared. Means to be after the mess of be a 4 econo. And but my concern was I don't mean kai me die from be a that so too. Mean kai. See, Pastor Boyjuma and Mikacher no, they are hiding something from you. They don't want you to see.
Almost hide the baby
from me. They don't want you to see. Sorry, I will struggle to remember. Not even a tiny thing of it. See, maybe I yare for like a week. Me treatment it didn't work. And I'm saying ENT. After I say a chubby shemiti. Me hangina me smell me taste. It don't just want me to be in that. I say, I feel we are both cry. It don't as I say, I feel we are both means being that for by a week in a day. Made so that is it that casket or be at the dano like that casket. If you are not doing
and I do use
yes, and in conform and I saw as a bit of this we are shining minimum and besides I don't they should take it from the no send way but the thing just went by. Most times and I'm even saying I come in it will be like
you are crown now
yes on the surroundings but I can hear everything going on myself but I'll be dreaming and seeing those things.
Not she
also for crying.
Now she said for about a month now, she's not been having, she's not been remembering her dreams which she gets from 12 to 2. She only remembers those ones which she gets from around 4 a.m. onward. Later on, she fell sick and she went to the hospital on and on. But she feels like there is some like a hat on her head covering the perimeter of her head, and she's lost the sense of smell and even the sense of taste. And she said nowadays at night she cannot sleep. In fact, her night times have become like her daytime. She cannot sleep at all. And even while she is not yet asleep and her eyes are wide open, she could see caskets and coffins. And even last night she had a dream and she saw that somebody was dead and the person, somebody was lying down and they had put wool into the nostrils of the person. And said, why have you put the wool into her nostrils? Remove them because the person is not dead. And that's the experience she's been having on and on for about a month now.
Spirits of free simpe.
Spirits from Simpe.
Any spirits are free papa way ni crowd free mu.
And another spirits
combine.
And other spirits from her paternal side.
Kwawu praso se kwawu praye so se kwawu den.
Whether kwawu praso or kwawu empraso.
Mama, ya papa an assignment.
I've given him an assignment to perform.
Ninkrofobi, ni root be every bekwai.
His roots,
the family pipe every dentra,
is from the choir. In fact, the cradle of his family is somewhere in Dentra.
Drabin sewa, drabin
sewa.
Drabin eyekro sewa edin. Drabin sewa. I just say sewa bia ofri drabin.
Drabin is the name of a place. Sewa is the name of a person. What it means is that they are talking about a particular sewa who comes from Drabin.
Oh, on Saturday.
Did you give birth to her on Saturday? She said yes.
I have my presence.
But madam, I've seen the presence of God.
Oh, mom, send me a mirror.
Put your hands together for the presence.
Surprises in Sunday. Not just or how near money and about
anytime the presence of God descends, it is a sign that the trouble and affliction the devil is bringing upon you has come to an end.
My whole divine angel.
I have seen a divine angel. His face shone like the sun. He descended in glory. And I saw that he attacked those spirits that had fettered this lady in the midst of the skies.
Light pole.
I saw that he crushed that spirit that stood upright like an electric pole.
Well, Lucy and
the angel of the Lord loosed this lady. And I saw that he came down with the spirit of this lady and brought it back into her.
Now, demons.
And he struck the demons. Some of the demons from her maternal side and others from her paternal side. Now I looked and I saw.
Angel need the white
Now the angel covered her with something which was very white. And I saw that thing had rainbow in it. And I saw that the angel ascended into the clouds and I could not see the angel again. The Lord says to me to say to her, he has ministered deliverance to her. She will live beyond 80 years. Put your hands together for Jesus. You are not going to die.
Feelings coffins. Now,
the experiences you've been having, the things you are going through in your body, the caskets you have been seeing, the bad dreams you have been having, it's all come to an end. Bobby Close, please come and see me at my office. You are blessed. Are your children okay? Is your husband okay? She said yes. You're not gonna die. From this day forward, you will not see a casket again. You must rejoice today. From today onward, you would have sound sleep. I see that you are getting on board a plane. You were boarding.
So far, say.
You've never traveled before? She said, no.
Now plane off from
so the fact that I saw you were boarding a plane, what does it mean? She said, well, she's been praying earnestly about that opportunity. I saw that she was boarding a plane. She traveled abroad and returned, and she was boarding again, and she was traveling again, and she returned.
Yapon amomra me office wate. Namisha. Afemo fasu di enkotunas.
Now you may return to your seats.
Abusia say we share video yi from the beginning to the end. How would you describe De-Great Owusu Bempah? Sanso na ne ba prophet set from po display won kokko abubu obonsam nyuma sao. Eti ye kanfo se hwehwe difo na chi akwan ya nye se sa spiritual operation ya aja Bempah ye obey senka obehwe ne nkwan oyare koda hospital kra anka on survival na so nke ka obebo no baby say wono kwa sorry no utia ene fie bia na wanti ahwe enti wo ko difo na asia na wakasi tue bribi ansa na wabehu na eho enesese wo ma wadwem ye ontanta anono nso nkyese wo nso fansa pan kosa because nyame adwuma na wo no ye o so seed obo afore enti those genuine men of God on a seed sowing ene aforebo enko na obehu se ekoso asoro dem won saade no enti abusia saa netie nyame de ne nko adifo no ya nwanwade nyame de ne nko adifo no ya nwanwade nyame de ne nko adifo no je nyame mafiri obonsam ensem enti respect your prophet, respect your pastor, respect any servant of God. Kilova Media Lovers TV Africa. And watch a link no. Wo share De-Great Owusu Bempah o ye nipa. Hey, ye din komoy.